This is the best of BGP, powered by the TAB, and the lads all managed to hit top 3 last week. We've got a Group 1 weekend of racing this week. Let's see what the lads have found. Back for another week, Dan, and it is great to have you here, mate. How good were the lads last week? We got a few winners, didn't we?
It was a good week, mate, and of course, Meaningful Star got the job done for Chemies, and you got Checkmate home. The GOAT almost got us home with all of it, $11. So in total, we had 2 wins, 2 seconds, and a third. What's the GOAT got this week, mate?
The GOAT's looking to the big picture again, mate. This was his best bet a couple of weeks ago, and he's looking for it to win this weekend in race 4 at Trentham. Last time, it was a pretty unlucky when we were watching it together. Actually, it got caught behind a few horse asses, but this week he reckons the bigger, roomier track at Trentham's going to get the job done for it. Stepping up the 1400 metres should be perfect. We might have a little boost for it later in this segment as well. What about Chemies, mate? Like you said, he got the job done last week. Where's he going?
Chemies has gone for race number 4 at Ellerslie here on Saturday, a horse called Osteria. So he's taking on the favourite here, but he reckons this horse is a little bit better than average. It won its last start very impressively when it put it all together, and that race has subsequently had 2 winners come out of it as well. He's got really good form around a horse called Love Poem, who's gone well in the 1,000 and 2,000 guineas. I think we can get onto this one and we can follow it with a bit of confidence.
I think Luke might have found a good horse there, mate. I'm hoping to find a good horse this weekend as well. I'm going to race 7 at Ellerslie, a horse called Francie from the Teako stable. It's been running over 1,200 metres in its first 2 runs this campaign, in behind Shoes and Twain, who just keeps on winning. Stepping up the 1,400 metres this week. Last year it did that exact same thing on Boxing Day, got the job done. I think we can get the job done this week. $6.50 to find out. Think it's worth a bet, mate. Let's get on.
Yeah, nice one, Matty. I'm going to the last race here at Ellerslie, a horse called Queen Zoo. Now, this horse came out and run a very strong second last start at Pukekohe. It came from a long way back and only just missed. But I think the step up to the 1,500, so an extra 100 metres, this field is a little bit stronger than it was a couple of weeks ago, but I can see this horse posying up from a nice draw and getting over the top of them late.
Gee, mate, that would be a good way to end the day here at Ellerslie on Saturday, and it looks like Ted's got a good way to end the day on Saturday too, mate. He's found some value. He is taking it back to his roots from the 1970s as a fashion icon. He loves this horse in race 10. Has been going very well, drops a couple of kegs this week and gets a good barrier draw. I know he did like it last season, so he's obviously looking for it to get the job done again this year. Fashion icon in race 10. Ted will be in his disco clothing on Saturday night, celebrating this one if he gets it home. And I mentioned earlier on that we might have blessed the GOAT's bet, Dan.
Yes, mate, we are going to be looking at the big picture this week at Trentham. Hopefully this horse gets a little bit more luck than what it did a couple of weeks ago, and it can get out at the right time and get over the top of them. It's a nice, big, strong horse, and I can see this one getting the job done for us.
Yeah, I like that from the GOAT. The big picture just looked like you wanted to be on it next start. Of course, gamble responsibly if you're having a bet on the Blessed Bet this week. We want to say thanks to Ted for 10 years of his hard work giving us full race selections. This week is unfortunately the last weekend. He still will be dishing out the best bets as they come in over the season. But thanks very much for all your commitment over the last few years, Ted. Make sure you gamble responsibly and good luck if you're having a crack.